Masters, Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court Abuja has fixed April 8th for ruling on a preliminary objection filed by the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, challenging the validity of the 15-count amended charge preferred against him by the federal government. Justice Nyako fixed the date after counsel for Kanu, Mike Uzekome, senior advocate of Nigeria, as well as Shuaibu Labaro, the prosecution counsel, had adopted argument for and against the defendant's preliminary objection. Here's the rest of the story.
In a short adumberation, Zukume pleaded with the court to acquit and dismiss all the charges filed against Kanu by the federal government. At the resumed trial on Wednesday, Zukume argued that the 15-count amended charge was defective and baseless. Specifically, he informed the court that his application seeks to question, striking out and dismissing of the 15-count amended charge against Kanu for being incompetent and denying the court of jurisdiction to entertain charge.
Nnamdi Kanu has never denied being a member of IPOB. He says, I am not a member of proscribed IPOB. I want all of you to know the difference. And when IPOB was proscribed through the court process, Nnamdi Kanu challenged it. The matter is at the Court of Appeal currently. Nobody knows the judgment of the Court of Appeal. If the Court of Appeal finally says that this proscription was wrong, as we are contending, let's say by that time you had already tried Nnamdi and jailed him, how will you bring him back? So you are trying him under a law that is inchoate, that is being challenged, whose efficacy and longevity is being tested and has not been finished. So we call it lite pendens, or the doctrine of sub judice. So,
also speaking, Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Maxwell Paul also sought for an order acquitting and discharging Kanu for want of jurisdiction and defective, baseless and incompetent charges.
And if on the 8th of April, the court found application meritorious, the court will proceed to discharge and acquit our client on those 15-count amended frivolous charge, because we are of the firm view, supported, backed up by Supreme Court authorities, extant laws and statute laws, that the charge before the court, 15-count amended charge filed against our client before the court, is not only empty, but disclose no offense in its entirety. So instead of wasting the time of the court to call evidence, to call witnesses, to come and establish his innocence, we inform the court, we have to properly inform the court that there's nothing before him. Couple of asking our client to come and stand trial.
15 new charges. So, and all those 15 new charges is not being backed by any evidence. So we raised notice of preliminary objection. One, they are saying that this issue, Nnamdi was make a pronouncement. They did not say where he made that pronouncement from, and that now led to a protest in Lagos.
Zukume adopted his application and asked the court to quash, strike out and dismiss the entire charges. He asked the court to look at the entire grounds and affidavit.